Alright. Let's get started. Let's get started with semester Duel. Still a little sick. But we tried to do a little bit. Of course, what comes first is the play of the day. Here to learn combo. Hello, Ernest. How you doing? We'll be learning at the LunaLights combo. Let's learn it. Going up. What's this deck? Let's learn it against meta. This is Smith Mitsurugi. Yeah, I'm a little sick. That's as to why I have not been streaming the past 5 days. But I'm gonna power through it, at the very least for this, since I'm feeling a little bit better. We have open Maxi, Black Sheep, Perfume, Heavy Polymerization, and Masquerade. 40 card main, 15 extra versus 46 card main, 15 extra. We are going second. Let's see what we can do. Smith tracked Fabled Lurie. Discard Fabled Lurie. Summon the Fabled Lurie. Chain the Maxi here. Do they have the Ash? They do not. For all the polymerization, that's not great. The Fusion Summon into Akrama. Duelos. Summon back the Engraver. Duelos immediately. Overlay for Wave High King Caesar. Set one pass. For all LunaLights Fusion. Foolish Burial, sending the Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf will activate the summon. They will negate that with the Caesar. Acromount attaches, shuffling one back. Running for 12, LunaLights Masquerade. LunaLights to send a Kaleido Jig. Gold Leo. Add one to hand, send one. Sending the Martin. Bill Martin to add another LunaLights Masquerade. Bill Martin. Almost back to Masquerade. Go into Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon. Attach one, pop the back row. There's an infinite impermanence that baits that out. So what we do here? Well, so LunaLights Perfume. Don't like the Kaleido Chick. We will not because of a Bestial Magnum. Add a track. One cannot activate X during battle. Okay. One in phase. Discard one. Add one to hand. LunaLights Tiger. Or to summon back the Yellow Martin. Station. That will bait out the Wave High King Caesar. And that leaves us open for a Heavy Polymerization. Banishing 2 from extra deck for Liger Dancer. Making 5,900 in points. And that's all we need. LunaLights Fusion, Yellow Martin sending Emerald Bird, or the Perfume Dancer. Perfume Dancer. Emerald Bird first, summoning back the Kaleido Chick. Perfume Dancer. Bounce. Send. But it is negated. Moonlight Tiger. Special summon back the Martin for Time Thief Redoer. Dancer, destroy everything. Go 38, 38, and 2000 for a game. Quite a match. Fortunately, Maxi plus Velocity did kind of carry us a little bit here. He still managed quite a bit. Now, it's my turn. So, I didn't really do, or I guess more accurately, how to put it. More towards the bottom, yeah. I couldn't really put much into it. I basically used every single craft I could, except for the alt art craft, which I would want to wait and don't want to wait for. Because the alt art... The alt art exchange ticket, I don't think is coming until like February, so if I dismantle it, I'm only getting 30 back. At least right now. So I'm kinda wrestling between, do I use the extra crafting points or do I wait? And I think I'm gonna settle on, I'm gonna wait. At least as of right now. Well, I should actually go through the list first. Basically use every single crafting point I had from the ban list and put it into this. Since this is a deck I play in paper right now. Managed to get 3 Gold Leo, 2 Dancer, 1 Liger, and 1 Masquerade. Not an ideal setup, but it can work. Because of that, I'm also playing like some other stuff that you wouldn't normally play. I'm playing the Raiders Knight Arc Rebellion engine for an alternate OTK line, in case something happens. And I'm getting the Chaos Angel, because you can theoretically make it with both the light and dark effects, using Wolf and any of the level 4 darks. It's not one that's gonna come up a lot, but it's funny when it does. Let's see what I can do with a deck like this. I'm also not playing heavy polymerization. I might slot it in somehow, because it does put in work, but it's also kind of a liability. You don't have enough material in your hand or on your feet. I can make this work. Maiden of White. So going for the Maiden of White line, they might have a Veiler in their hand already. Oh no, they might just start drawing the Maiden. Gonna go for Wishes. Do they discard? They discard Majesty. Brick Eyes, strike again. No. Or do they have the called by? The one I've called by. Okay, let's see what I can do here. kind of wish I had that. I do have imperm this list, right? Yeah, I do. Mostly focus on the ancient. I didn't really pay too much attention to the non-ancient. Mostly because it doesn't really change. You can... There are definitely merits to playing stuff like Valor over Imperm, but only slightly. There's a Valor. Unfortunately, I don't think I can win this. Not with this hand. Equipping the Neo. It might just depend on what my top deck is. Don't have... Hold on. I mean, I guess that works, but I don't think they were supposed to do it like that. They also added... Yeah, they already used the Roar. Send the second Blue Eyes to graveyard there. Excuse me. Coming back to Sage. Like, I feel like I kind of messed this up. Well, basically they're gonna go into one Spirit. Do they want to get rid of the Tyrant Dragon? Or the second Spirit? So I feel like they weren't supposed to summon the Tyrant there. They were supposed to keep that in the extra deck. Unless they have, like, a ultimate fusion in their hand. So the first Spirit, they have to chain the second Spirit now. Well, they can hold the second Spirit. But they need to do... Yeah, there you go. That's gonna go for Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon, target the ultimate Spirit. Summon back. Summon out the Siffert. There's just a Maiden of White just sitting there. So this is all cards. Yeah. Wow, that's nice. It's like, I can do this. If they negate it, fine. If they don't, that it doesn't do anything. Okay, that wastes the ultimate Spirit negate. I can try going for Moonlight Fusion. If they have the Ash Blossom, they have it. I wasn't really... at least I can kind of chain block this. Can Perfume Denser. Silver Hound. Unfortunately, this was kind of a bad hand to get a second Ash Blossom with. Would have rather gotten either another name. They're going to negate the Silver Hound, pop the Perfume Dancer. And there's the Veiler. So does this work the way... Yeah, I think it works the way they want it to. Silverun is negated, they get to pop the Perfume Dancer, and the Perfume Dancer resolves negated. If they changed it the other way, it would not have worked. Well... Unfortunately, that's what happens when they draw the one-up called by. Does that work? I mean, it doesn't say destroy it, so there's no real point in doing that. Just as negate the activation. And Blue Eyes for a game. GG. A bit unlucky, but what can you do? Technically, they didn't even draw that well. Well, no, they got Sage. They drew Majesty, sure. It's like that wasn't an ideal opening hand, but they still made it work. Partially because of the call. I can make this work. It'll lead Foolish Burial Goods. We see, we go. Serenade and Dance. Serenade. No response from the opponent. Sending the Silver Hound. I'm gonna get the Gold Leo. Gold Leo, Silver Hound, the Chain Block. That's... Just get the Kaleido check. Gold Leo, and add the Yellow Martin to send the Yellow Martin. Yellow Martin to add. That's gonna go for Tiger. Gold Leo to add the Tiger to hand. Okay. From here we have a line to Liger. We can go Kaleido Chick. And a Leo Dancer to Gray. Tiger, summon back the wolf. Martin. From here, all 4 materials on the field, I will fusion summon into Tiger Dancer. Oop. And phase. C, knew you have an Ash Blossom. Doesn't seem like you. Okay. That resolves. I can Ash that. I want them to go for a bit more of a... Need to remember. Put a spell trap on the field, destroy that target. Sure. That's fine. There's a new card. It's shuffling from the graveyard into your deck. I need to prevent them from getting... Add a lot of your beast from deck to hand. And I forgot to look if there was any other effects you need to know about. Next battle phase twice. Okay, from here, I'm gonna send a Panther Dancer. Discard a card, add a Gladiator Beast monster from deck to hand. They only have 4 Glad Beasts, technically. Do they have another one? They got... Yeah, you can only use each effect, so I could Silverhound that and be fine, but I do kind of want to keep the Panther Dancer in next turn. To add Patrick's. Do they even have a... Okay, no, I actually do need to negate that. I'll banish the Leo Dancer, actually. Because I can actually go for a, Leo Dancer. Yeah, no, never mind. GG. I could have gone for a Leo Dancer play next turn. Go for game. That wasn't even really necessary. Right. Let's keep moving. Okay. 10 key to bait out an Ash Blossom. Let's see it. But actually, you just go for an M. I guess I just go Leo regardless, because if this gets Ash, they have a response here. It might be, that might just be Maxi, actually. Is it Maxine? Ooh, okay. I get the Pot of Greed, but I do get a Towers, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Unless I have Emperor. Do I even try going for anything else? Because I think it's just GG regardless. I needed to get a... Unfortunately, I can't. I believe it's because of silver. Yeah, I cannot special summon except LunaLights while that artist face up. Unfortunately, that kind of just ends my turn. It's a rookie. Mitsurugi full combo into no non-engine is not ideal. Okay. I have to hope they hit nothing good. Ooh. Your cash. And another 2. Meta noise. Get the tier cash to your hand. I need to wait for the for sure. For him, sending the pure cash. Summon it itself. Okay. Let this go through, they still have a rank 4 play. They have a rank 4 play regardless, but I need to wait for the hit killer sword. Shuffling Multi, have to send the tier cash back. Okay. Come on, where's rank? Oh, we're going into Fiend Schmidt. Okay. I guess, yeah, any two monsters. Having to summon from hand is unfortunate. We do have a recipe for it later. Oh wait, do we have enough material? I actually don't think we do. The Kaleido Heart is 2 Aqua monsters. Well, I guess we do have from field, but we need to send both the Kidclose and the Shiren to the graveyard somehow. Doing that like that makes sense. That's going to get the Kidclose, milling 5. They hit a crime, but nothing else are used. I don't think they want to use the Rhino Heart here. They can go Shiren plus Lacrima. They get the Lacrima in the grave aimed for the sequence here. That way they can go into the Kaleido Heart within problems. That only leaves them with the Kaleido Heart though. And whatever this card is in their hand. Plus the Engraver on field. Okay, they're going into the sequence that way. I don't know how to feel. Because now they can only either get the Extra Deck Lacrima. They could get the... And they're going for the Extra Deck Lacrima. Where they can go Lacrima, summon back Engraver, going for High King Caesar. That oddly does a bit more against this deck than... They're going for Pilgrim Reaper. Attach 1, mill 5. That's unfortunate. It doesn't really matter if I use the Fox or not. Heck, if that... No, I've already used Nash, so if that card was Talents, I wouldn't know about it. Get the Soliak. Set 1. You can... I think you can go for SP under this line using the Shiren and probably just the Sequence. Or the Pilgrim Reaper. Either one works. Well, no, they need to use... Yeah, they need to use the SP plus the Sequence plus the Pilgrim Reaper, because otherwise they can't use the Soliak on my turn. Banish the Crimson Fox. Lacrima shuffles back. Break that Chain Lux. It's unfortunate that they milled the LunaLight Fusion. I really would have wanted that from the next draw. Soliak is card, if I understand it correctly. I want to lead 10 key just in case they do have an Ash, though. Okay, there we go. There is... I don't think it's... Hold on, I need to remember. Celiac is... Target one effect monster. Okay, so target. I completely messed that up. Well, not necessarily. This sends for cost. Oh, I don't have a polymerization in my graveyard, do I? Oh, they have both the Majora and the Keldo in their graveyard. Oh, I think I still lose. Because they use a Celiac here. Send the Shiren. Nah. Me sending the wrong card definitely... I mean, I don't think it would have mattered. Because the LunaLight fusion got milled to the graveyard by the Pilgrim Reaper. But, unfortunately, I still messed that up. I think that just wins the game on the spot. Well, I don't have any cards for Nephirim, so they can't use the Nephirim effect in the graveyard. They can use the Havness effect, though. Have enough material. Have enough for a Kid Close, that's for sure. Oh, they can even use stuff on the field. So if they can go for the Kaleido card. Yeah, GG. Did they not have enough? I guess they might have just barely not had enough. I didn't need that. Nah, I didn't have a wave to fusion though. Oh wait, no. Not that. I'm missing Black Sheep. I'm actually missing Black Sheep. Still don't think I add heavy. So It's an unsearchable one of. Like, heavy is nice, but ideally I would want 2 or more LunaLight names in my head. That's it. I don't think... I'll keep trying a couple games without it. I might slide it in eventually. Wow. I can go gold Leo here. Go Silver Hound, send Silver Hound. I don't want the Leo yet. I need a different. I'll go Martin. Tiger. Okay. Never mind that. G. I actually kind of messed up the line. I played too much into Nibiru. I didn't really summon twice, but still. Sorry. GG, yeah. At the very least, it's like... This is kind of a good lesson on what not to do with these slots. Granted, I should probably be in better condition to actually show off the combo, but... I wanted to play at least a little bit with LunaLights today. $60 main, $15 extra. That's gonna go for the max C. I'll wait on the Frulos. And chances are this is a... Okay. It is branded, okay. The Loober, the Goober of Doober. Normal Aluber. Get the branded fusion. Did you draw a crawl by or a cross out with that? Fusion summon Bane Fuelos. Did not, okay. I'm gonna go for the Rin Drum here. Yeah, for the extra monster negate, I see. I'm supposed to going for the full line, so that way they do not. Go 10 key. You have an Ash Blossom. Okay. Imperm Insight. Yeah, I think I just go Yellow Martin, discard Yellow Martin. Go Leo, target Yellow Martin. Just look at the LunaLight fusion. Go straight into Liger, sending Leo, Yellow, Lido, and Gold Leo. Alright, they've added a Fallen of Albaz, right? So I can go... I'll go Liger Dancer. And I'll send a Camp Dancer. Attempt to negate doesn't matter. It resolves regardless. I'll use a called by here. Thing is, I actually have a hard time outing at towers. I have a very hard time outing at towers, in fact. Especially with a normal summon of Albaz. Albaz does nothing. They can't even really go Typhon here, since Typhon doesn't do anything. Yep. GG. Relatively shorter line. It's not exactly what you want to be doing in any specific scenario, but it's a line enough that will get you to the finish. Because a lot of decks actually have a very hard time, even just outing a single towers. Especially one that can quick effect Raigeki. There's a reason why Pearly was a top deck for a long time. Well, not a long time per se, but a while. It's because the decks just have a hard time outing towers. I'll wait. I get full combo anyway. That turns off the imperm. Great. I forgot about that. Actually, yeah, this is probably the best argument against something like imperm, as opposed to something like a this is the best argument against imperm over Valor. Smith or Gust. Do they even want to do this? This is weird, because... I feel like they technically don't even really want to do... Well, I guess as long as they don't use the Harp Horror or the Nightmare before they're done with Beamsmith combo, they can get a... I guess, yeah, they get High Caesar and extra Liquid Material. Now they go over Harp Horror, go into Galatea. What's the deck you're using? I'm using LunaLight right now. Unfortunately, and misplayed by letting them use the Girsu. Well, granted, it's not even really... Oh, no. The Girsu was just the obvious bait. They still would have been able to go for Galatea 1 with that, but it would have been a bit more of a struggle. This is the thing. Oh, it's good. A lot of decks just have a hard time outing a Towers monster. So it does absolutely see a bit of play. Granted, I'm not using a full power one since it didn't have enough crafting material. Crescendo is just the end of the game, unfortunately. I'll go for the Elden Girsu. Hey, Mad Matt, how you doing today? Welcome in. Gonna go for the Simple Skeleton, summon back Galatea. There's the Dingirsu. Yeah, so they got a... They have a Discord server? No, I do not. So they've got a Destruction Protection, Gold 1, summon back the Orcus Nightmare. go for another Galtea, or are they just going for the SP LunaLight? Technically, no, Luna. I do not. I kind of co-opted a different server. My own. Are they gonna take the token? They're taking the token. Okay, the funny thing is, if I draw... Hold on. Where there's a will, there's a way. I should have let the imperm to bait out that. I need bait for the SP LunaLight. Doesn't know is because I offered to join but had to decline because I'm such a weak that. Actually misplayed heavily here. I don't know what a game, but not a gaming creator. Let's see. Got the gold Leo. That's gonna bait out the Shendo. Vanishes. I can try going for the Serenade Dance, but they get to High King Caesar it since I'm a bit of a... Wow. Why did they not do that? Another equipment for hyper-consistent towers killing. No. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really... No, I just misplayed. That isn't... This loss is entirely on me. Every deck will run a Sky Striker package with Ham Trust. Perhaps. I like LunaLight finally pushes out Malice, though. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. That's something. What of enough interruption where Heartstripper isn't a viable one? Yeah. I mean, if you go first, yeah. Legger, except for access code target. You really cut them off. Yeah, it didn't matter anyway. Again, I guess not imperming the Girsu was a misplay. Ideally, you would want to imperm the Galatea 1. Yeah, you pray you draw your board breakers going second in the run, fortunately. That's really the most you can do. Let's keep trying, though. I could honestly try using it doesn't do a lot, and I'd rather... yeah, that's been like that since the beginning of MD. So. Ritual monster and ritual spell, that's mirror, yep. Plus Abakiri. Do you have the Ash Blossom? Does technically counter one of those two towers you put up. Kinda, yeah. So is in fact a searchable kaiju. Do a lot of people play it? Occasionally, but not as many in like the hybrid Mitsu decks. Most people tend to prefer just the level 4 engines. Abakiri. Playing Mitsuo Ogdo just because we have more reptile names, so we can without much drawback. Yeah. So like a Ryziel Mitsu or an Orcus Mitsu isn't really playing it that much. Which arguably they should. As it is legitimately a pretty decent card. Especially in this type of matchup. Okay. So it's funny how this works. Rise and Orcus probably won't, because Reptile Lock puts it on you. Do they use this here, is the question. I guess just go Gold Leo. Don't play Futsu, I feel. I have to discard a card? Sure. Don't mind if I do. Does this actually work? They have an Ash Blossom. Great Purification. I actually think I can play through this. I actually feel like I should have waited for the Ame, depending on what they had. Yeah, I don't think Boots is a bad card. By any means. Yeah, he is pretty good. The problem is, he's just not... For chain summon block on reptiles, I need 34 defense. It's not bad in the slightest. Ash me, I know you want to. I guess I go for Crimson Fox here. And Silver Hound. Chain block that with the Gold Leo. They have an Imperm, is that what that is? I guess I should have waited for them so that we couldn't get the Murokuma. He hasn't already used it, except Purification. Yeah, they used the Purification already. They're using the Prayers now. I mean, oddly, the thing is, I actually do still win off of this. Because Masquerade says you can banish, I just go for the Kaleido Chick. Wait, did they not summon? There's the Murakumo. Yeah, there's the Field Wipe. This exact situation is where Forbidden Droplet actually comes into play quite a bit. I'll send Emerald Bird. Emerald Bird. Summons the Kaleido Chick. They have something. Impulse. Oh, do they not have another trap? Wouldn't have mattered anyway, but that's fine. Send a And from here, I actually do kind of have a road to victory. So I can go Polymerization or Perfume Dancer, Kaleido Chick, a Silver Hound. Masquerade plus Perfume Dancer. I do not wish to discard a card. Wait. Oh no, do I still win for this? I actually think I do. Because I needed to discard a card in order to use the Liger Dancer. Right, have fun outing a towers. GG. Actually, thank you. If you didn't do that, I actually didn't have a line to victory there. But, well, no, I still could have used the Raigeki effect. I actually kind of messed up the line. If they had a Nibiru, I might have actually fumbled there. But yeah, thank you for using the Mitsurugi effect to protect. Again, I still would have had the Raigeki, but that's great. Thank you. Also, the Pay 800 definitely... Both the Pay 800s actually made that possible. Like, I'm in love with LunaLights support. I play this in paper. Well, shoot. I have Nibiru in this, right? No. Okay. I do not have Nibiru, that's fine. I kind of have to hope that they go for Harpy's Feather Duster. Strangely enough. Okay, I'm going for the Maxine now. I don't think I can win otherwise. Sending the Widow Anchor, or the Shark Cannon for Ace 0. Cannot be useless thing material. Obviously, I have plus on that. They do just get it anyway by going... Obviously, they shuffled back the Tiger. Maybe the lightning storm, but even that is just kind of, yeah. Aprilia does nothing. Shuffle back the lightning storm is interesting. It is a quick effect, so you can use it during the battle phase. They probably wouldn't want to, because they would want to set to pass. Well, I guess I got Harpy's Feather Duster. I think the worst part is, they saw my hand, they know I can't really do anything. Let's really go for Ray plus Rose. Pop the Serenade Dance. Technically, yeah, they have a line to lethal anyway, so what does it matter? I get to go Ray for probably just Kagari. Kagari, add back the Mobilize. No, they're going for Shizuku. Shizuku to add an Engage, probably. Okay. I understand the line there. Yep. They have enough spells that they don't need to worry about Camellia, but they need to get rid of the Rose in order to use the Engage or any of the other Sky Striker spells. Yeah, they're going into Camellia anyway, just to show it off. Yep, going for linkage. Draw one. Go to battle, Camellia, Kagari, to Hayate, game. I think I'd just go for Ace 0 anyway, yeah. Harpy Screecher. Hey, Chroma, how are you doing today? Yeah, just go Aprilia, you know I have it. GG. Alright, let's see if I can make this work. Okay, there's a way to make this work. It depends on what I draw off of the Kaleido chick, or the Emerald Bird. Tenki's not bad. Tenki just gets to add Silver Hound. Let's go Perfume, Kaleido chick. How you peeps doing? We are. I'm doing alright. Right, loses stacker. Dusk Darks. I keep pulling him. I see. Hello, Skylar Dustin. How you doing today? 13 now. Fortunate. Unlucky, in fact. Welcome in. People barely play 1, and most of the time they play 0. One v one. I don't really think that's it. Hey, Sentient Microwave, how you doing? Alright, they cannot use the Albaz effect. They have not normal summoned. I can at least do this, send a Panther Dancer. Good to hear. Opens up their field, forces them to use 2 materials from their hand. If they can't, it fizzles. Yep. Rust. I imagine for branded fusion. Can they even really do anything with it? Yeah, good to hear. I'm gonna go branded fusion. I'm gonna use... Yeah, there's Silver House in the banish, so I can't use it. So what do we even chew? Beat the hard fight with no cheese. Nice. Good job, Chroma. Ice cheese and corn. Dang it, for that. See? No cheese. No cheese at all, in fact. Okay, they're going for the Albion line. Or the Rebellion. Oh, they're going for the Rebellion first. Rebellion into Mirror Jade, I assume. Ooh, for Titaniclad. Okay. Oh, that's not... Well, no. Yeah, I can up this. It'll be difficult, but I can. It's the thing. Artesia. This isn't Titaniclad. It didn't sink. Is that gonna be an imperm? Ooh. Oh, second tongue key is nice. They're going for the Cartesian now. To get Granguinol. I think I see what they're trying to do. Mark, Artesia Academy, my favorite anime. Yeah, they're gonna go for the Rinbrum. Dang it. Okay. Having a good time? I might as well just prevent them from getting that. Well, not anymore, I'm not. Like, I'm waiting for the day that D-Barrier gets caught up with the TCG ban list and just gets nuked from existence. It's an Ecclesia. Ecclesia gets to add back to hand. I wouldn't bend the barrier with the unhit slap. Don't count on it. I definitely do argue that D barrier is more sacky in a best of one. I still have a line. Potentially. I just cannot wait till they ban D barrier. GG. I need to get some really good hits off this Mexi. That's not... No, hang on. Something's wrong. Well, the connection is wrong, that's for starters. Okay. Sword Soul, okay. That's, like... honestly, that's not bad. I don't think Chenging quite, unless I get very good banishes, quite gets up to 39 or higher. Okay, double maxi. 13 and 40. quickly catches a wild grimer for gameplay purposes. Why did you capitalize gameplay from a... I guess what other purposes could there even be for grimer of all things? I think you do actually have to... Okay, GG. I want the held item. Okay, fair. And what were you playing? Okay, I'm glad I did not have to deal with that. It has a chance to hold Black Sludge. Let's see. Deals 1/6 on my HP every turn. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. If the Pokemon holding it is a poison type, that is. Okay. I had a bit of extra non-inch in that game to make it work, but I don't know if I have it. Look at that, I have better poison type on my team. Yeah. Goes for ritual, I imagine summon from hand. By sending Night Sword, a Serpent. Oh, they drew the Night Sword Serpent, that's unfortunate. Because they don't get to... But it does? Huh. Never mind. I mean, ideally, you would want the Night Sword Serpent to be in your deck anyway, but still. It's the Aramasa, Urakuma, a retaliating Sea Mitsu. Which honestly is not a bad idea. Retaliating. Well, I mean, okay. Wait, what? Code Igniter. Okay, hold up. That's actually a very... Oh. I mean, I can immediately see why it's not necessarily in every Mitsu deck, but as a rank 4 generic, that's not that bad. Like, they... For prayers. Banishes a material they attribute to Grave. I guess that's the thing. Yeah, it banishes out of 10. It's like any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So it does also get rid of some of their stuff, and they can't proc Night Sword Serpent. So the thing is, the Mitsurugi stuff only cares if it's tributed, Not that it's banished. So adds back to prayers. Gets purification. Yep. I need a Vilextra sauce for this export. Fair enough. Pfp Masquerena. Okay. I go 10 key. This purification negates the activation, right? Yeah. To get the effect. Not Max C. I could play through the Ash Blossom. I cannot play through Max C. With that hand. Absolutely not. Would not have been impossible to play through the Ash Blossom. I would have had to be a bit more careful because of the purification. But it would absolutely be miserable trying to play through. Okay. Okay. Old Leo. No response. I honestly think I just go Silver Hound. I don't go Leo this yet. I think I just need to go. I can go. It has to be. It's just if sent to the graveyard. It's not just by effect. So I can go Gold Leo, grab back the Black Sheep. Okay. GG. I imagine just playing Dark Magician. I'm actually not sure what my end board was going to be there. I'll need another cough drop in a second. Kind of an awkward hand, but I can make it work. No fusion spells to be seen. Foolish. Oh. Lunar Sniper, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm gonna send Eldritch here. Okay. Why do I feel like something's gonna be... No! Okay, this is the easiest imperm in the world. What else would they have? sending Happy off of 1-for-1 in order to go into another level 1. I'm assuming Glow Up Bulb. Oh, they're gonna go for Yuki Musume. Link 2 into Yuki Onna Ice Makashi. Welcome back, Matt. Special summon that send a zombie monster from deck to grave. I'm assuming they're gonna go into... The thing is, unless that card is... What's the card I'm thinking of? It's the trap card that's basically just stun. This one, Ghost Me Skirl. Or Synchro or Link. They're gonna go Scarlet Sanguine. Send for Eldritch. They get to set a Golden Lorn spell trap. Going for the Absolute Zero. Conquistador. How actually do I want to go about this? Because there is a line here that I can... That's for Conk. Conk. So you're gonna activate a zombie world from the graveyard, or from the deck. So you want to know what's funny? This sends for cost. They can only use this effect once per... It's still the conch they're deciding whether or not to activate. I guess from here, I just go... Raider's Knight. So, this is the only card that can attack this turn, if I use this. Now I can go for Cat Dancer here, but it doesn't really matter. I think I'd rather just do this. Set one pass. I got the Conquistador, but they don't get to pop. I imagine they're going to use the Eldritch effect. I'll let them resolve that. That's fine. Because I imagine they're gonna get, like, a Scarlet Sanguine for this. That way they have something safer to send off of the Eldritch. But it doesn't matter, because Called By will destroy the Eldritch. It's going to be Golden Land forever. There's a Called By. There's an Ash Blossom. I got the Conch for a Sanguine next turn, but even that doesn't really matter that much. They're gonna set the Golden Land forever. Golden Land, they only need an Eldritch monster. Why you control an Eldritch monster? Resolve the effects of the Raider's Knight. I want to see if I can't get at least another, send to the graveyard. This only cares if it is... It needs to be sent to the graveyard by a card effect, so I can't do that. I'll send a Leo Dancer, though. I don't have a Beast Warrior. Okay. I have to go Wolf. Banish everything for the Liger Dancer. That doesn't really matter? Okay. GG. And that gets me to plat 5. So now... Where does that put me on gems? If I go a couple more games, will I have enough to get at the very least? No, I don't think I do. So I'm pretty sure it's 16. Yeah, it's 1600. I can at least beat the boss rush. I don't want to be on too long, as you can kind of tell I'm still kind of sick. You are? Another Angry Burger is nice, but I... Christina. Not exactly a deck I'm interested in playing. So I am fine with not using it. But does that give... No. I still don't have enough to... generate another Liger Dancer, unfortunately. Let's see. I'll go one or two more match games. Try to see if I can't get some extra gems. If it's looking bad, I'll probably just call it, though. Silver Hound. I care more about Maxi than Fuelos, so if they have both, I'm kind of screwed regardless. At least I only get to draw one card. I guess I should go Emerald Martin, discard the Emerald Martin, grab Masquerade. Don't want to use the Theo yet. Yeah, I think it sucks. I think I might just want to go for an SP line. Did they get... They got an ogre or something. Right. I forgot about that restriction on gold, Leo. Okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm getting rid of the Girsu, even if it doesn't really matter that much. Because at the very least, that prevents them from getting a Harp Horror Frame 1. They drew the Harper anyway. I might as well just go double Imperm. Because there's not really any other good choice here, but they do just get full combo regardless. Especially if that Fool loss allowed them to get the if that Fool loss allowed them to get like a battle or something. What? I mean, it worked out for you anyway, but why did you do that? Like, just to get rid of it? What was the point of this? Just to flex? Just to get something in... Was it just to get a trap in the graveyard? I'm so confused by this. A babble. At least, this is just send, right? So they send cereal. This? I'll finish it when it leaves the field. I guess? Wait. Wait, why did we do this? Ellen Girsu obviously attach the Orcus Nightmare. Send one card your opponent controls to the graveyard. Why? One face-up card you control, and one face-up card your opponent controls, destroy them both. Are they just going for an SB line? It's like they would have rather wanted to. They might just be new to Orcust. Or use the Silver Hound. That's why a lot of people tend to play 2 Silver Hound in TCG. Like this exact scenario. Where you need it. A face-up card you control, and one face-up card your opponent controls, destroy both of them. So I just... They clear field, we use Storm, yeah. Use Storm, it's protected by Din Girsu. Never mind. Your continuous spell in this spell zone. The thing is, unfortunately, unless I draw something absolutely insane, I'm actually kind of in a pickle. Because I don't really have any good follow-up. As for Dark... Is this so they can go for SP? Does a Leo do it? Potentially, but if they go SP, then the Leo doesn't matter. I'm assuming they just want an extra material to go for SP, but I don't... That doesn't. Kinda. Not really. I guess I just clear the back row since they can just chain the IP anyway. Okay. I have the Yellow Martin. Actually. I mean, yeah, they obviously go for SP the second I normal summon. That way I can't even use the Leo effect. I mean, Tiger could... That's the problem. Tiger does it. And so does Gold Leo. The problem is... they have SP. So no matter what, I'm kind of in a bind. Wait. No, hang on. I got an idea. Leo, discard the Tiger. Notice LunaLight would work, kinda. The thing is, they have a lot of Xenolocks on them. Wait, hold on. No. No, I fell for the obvious bait. It doesn't matter, because they would have used the SP to banish the Tiger anyway, but still. Yeah, we were close. Just don't... It's weird. If it wasn't for the Fuelos, turn 1, I think I could have ended on a better board. Granted, I also messed up my combo a bit. Thing is, based on how they've been playing, we can survive this turn. I just don't know if we can win. I gotta go World Crown. Thing is, I wanted them to banish the Gold Leo with the SP Little Knight instead of the Tiger. Well, technically they can get a... Yeah, they're going for Lingirsu immediately. If they activate the effect, they cannot attack with this card. But then they just go straight into the Lingirsu, so it doesn't matter. That only leaves them with one card to shuffle back, though. There are a couple cards that do this, like win the game. It would also have to get rid of the World Crown again, but that's fine. Going for Access Code Talker is a play that gets me to 100 life points. Are you kidding me? Can I even be mad? Because I guess Fool Us is what won them the duel. Both turn 1 and both the first and last turn. Fool Us is what won them the duel. If I played that better, I definitely... It would have played into Fool Us a lot more, but I could have at least ended on something. Unfortunately, I just ended on nothing, and that's what kind of ended me there. This is a hand. A hand that dies to any interruption, but a hand nonetheless. I have a tiger in hand, right? Yeah. So I can go for the black sheep here, discard the silver hound. Silver hound, I'm gonna get to... Kaleido Chick, send the Yellow Martin. Oh, I need polymerization. I don't want to use the gold Leo yet. I want to wait for a better time. Yellow Martin. Polymerization using the Kaleido Chick and Yellow Martin. I can go. I can go. CL1, Perfume. CL2, Martin. CL3, Kaleido Chick. Order to chain block everything. I won't use the Gold Leo, but Gold Leo is also not a bad chain blocker. I can get Masquerade here. I'll actually go for the black sheep here. Masquerade, descend Emerald Bird. Perking Dancer is very funny. I can go bounce the Kaleido Chick, summon the Kaleido Chick. I can do this to send a Leo Dancer. And like this is typically how you get double Liger if you have enough materials for it. So you can go Kaleido Chick. And then basically just use everything. Then you can Masquerade, Chain Sheep, in order to get something up. Never mind. It plays a bit. Ooh, that was Clifford. That's you know what's funny? Well, Apple Clifford Towers is affected by Liger because it is like because this card is unaffected by spell and trap effects or monster effects with monsters of a lower level, so it does still work. Now, Monarch Stormforth is still a card that you have to watch out for. Okay. That was not a bad round in the slightest. That was really good run. Surprisingly enough. Nothing from legacy packs, but that's nothing out of the ordinary. I still need to save up for the bundle, so I don't actually want to do this now. Any more duels before I can rank up? Is it just 3 more wins? It doesn't even really get me there, so I can wait for next time. I actually went on slightly longer than I intended to. But let's go and see. Where do we... Who's live? Is it basically just masked? It's just masked. Okay. Okay. I think I should just end it here. I'm gonna rest up my voice before I head off to work. That'll be it for me. Tomorrow will probably be more Xenoblade. And then I'm gonna see if I can't do a bit of a new game next time, or the time after. We'll see. But thank you, everyone who decided to stop by. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.